Dude, you already gave me Toontown Expedition, plus I've already talked about everything I can about the game. Alright, that's nice and all, but, do you realize I have a front door over there? Also, why do you always give me stuff I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to have? Well, that was weird. Let's check this out. So, Toontown Expedition. We've already talked about how it's really sloppy, things don't look finished, and all of that. However, a former staff member reached out to me giving me a brand new details about the game, along with scrapped music, screenshots, and concept art. It was too cool and interesting of a topic just to let pass, so I just decided to make a video about it. I thank Senuvara for giving me this and for clarifying any questions I had about the game. So, without further ado, let's finish what we started. So a brief history with Toontown Expedition. Before Expedition, there was Universe. They were around when Toontown Online just closed and every game was basically trying to be the main revival. All were being revivals running on Panda 3D, and trying to recreate Toontown Online. However, Universe, on the other hand, wanted to recreate Toontown 2.0 and how it used Unity for the game. I'm pretty sure in order to stand out of the crowd, this was the way to go. They posted some models like Gyro's Lab and a recreation from something from Toontown 2.0. However, pretty much the game died due to team drama. Many drama was due to the owner, mainly because he was 14. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if he has the experience to work on it, but the thing was, he constantly lied about everything. He was always really immature, he complained about everything, and he also wanted to charge people to play the game. Yes, he wanted to charge people to play Toontown Universe. Where have I heard that one before? Well, yeah, since you aren't using any assets, it just seems like a scummy thing to do. Plus, Cogs, Tunes, and other stuff is still made by Disney. After all this, pretty much half the team left Universe on to make Toontown Expedition. I think the reason why the game failed for a few reasons. 1. The owner. He's not suitable to be an owner. He may just not have enough experience. I tried working at TTR and that didn't work well. Lastly, the goals. A Unity-based Toontown game is really hard to work on, and even still to this day, not one person has managed to make that a reality. They either fail or just quit due to a lack of interest. Even if the owner wasn't 14, I'm pretty sure they still would have abandoned this. So after all of this, some of the team left to go work on Expedition, which leads to our topic. Here we have a screenshot of a bed. I'm guessing it was going to be used for decoration for your house, or the team was planning on making you sleep in-game. Now next up is a sketch of a dog, and you're probably thinking, that's not a dog, that's a pig. Trust me, it's a dog. It shows in the files. What's weird here is that the dog in the demo is not what it looks at all. It looks way different. I don't know if this was made after or before the demo was made, so I'm not sure here. Next off, we have a shelf of gags, which I would have assumed would be decoration for the gag shop. And actually, I was right. Another screenshot shows the interior of the gag shop. It shows the TNT crate, the shelf full of gags next to where the Clarks would be. They were going to make a complete redesign of the gag shop, which looks really nice. Next up is a redone barrel for the gag shop, which looks alright, and there's not really much to talk about for this one. Here's some screenshots of what we saw on Toontown Expedition of the trolley, and a screenshot of the street. And a screenshot of a more detailed version of the tunnel going into the street, which looks really nice. It makes me wonder if the game was going for an HD version of Toontown, if they wanted things to look more realistic and detailed. Even if that's what they were going for, I'm pretty sure it would have ended up like all of these. And by that I mean they'd all fail. Now here where stuff gets good. There's stuff we've never even seen or heard before. Next up is the island. It's a brand new playground and is an island playground. So it looks like it was going to be a tropical playground, which would have been interesting to see. Next up is a close-up of a tree model from, I guess what would be from the island playground. Then the final screenshot is a weird one. This one shows an area is not an island, but is something you might find in either playground or street. This looks really interesting since I really wouldn't know what this was. Is it a playground or is it a street, which is kind of a tough call. And that's all the screenshots we have. Along with getting these images, I've pretty much gotten the entire soundtrack of the game, so it stood out to me like the Egyptian HQ, and I was like, what? An Egyptian-based cog type is one of the most bizarre concepts I've ever heard for a cog type. Nevertheless, it happened, and we have a soundtrack of it. Also, we got music for that island playground, which has Sunset Shores, building, playground, and street theme. Now you're wondering where to listen to all these songs, and you can get all these in the link in the description below to my second channel, which has everything. Why did this game die? Why did all these concepts, music, models just get cancelled and given up on? The same reason why most ambitious Toontown projects die. Once you have all these big goals and you really want to do them, you get less and less and less motivated and just get disinterested in them. In the end, you just want to quit on. They were not only going for a Unity-based Toontown game, they wanted to redo the music, playground, Egyptian HQ, which were all ambitious goals, would easily over time make a staff member disinterest over time. This is sadly just another Toontown Unity server we can cross off ever happening. So will we ever see a Toontown server made in Unity? Probably not, since it will just go through the fate through every other Toontown Unity server.